Hey guys, it's Colderod. I wanted to welcome you guys to the brand new Alaska Nukes Dynasty that we're starting here today. Today's episode, we're mainly going to be setting up the recruiting board, looking at our depth chart, and getting ready for the season. We're starting off in 2014 this year, and this will be the shooting off point for our dynasty. And again, our dynasty is entirely comprised of walk-ons at the moment, so hopefully we can push up to a higher level, more or less. In the meantime, first of all, we got to focus on the fact that our coach, Colderart, he himself, he's just been hired by the Nanooks, the University of Alaska, as the head coach. He was teaching high school football, and he decided, you know what? I'll take this job offer. And so he's got a little bit of skill points we can invest into. Definitely want to go full scouting here. And on top of that, we are going to invest into the opener. That way we can put in extra points into players we want. Along with that, we have offensive and defensive coordinators who've got a little bit of skills for us to throw into. I think for the defensive coordinator, we're mainly going to worry about injury. These guys aren't great. And on top of that, they have a little bit of increase to stamina that we definitely need to worry about. Again, these guys don't have a lot of stamina, and same goes for our offensive coordinator. We're going to be focusing on stamina as well. And so let's go ahead and save that. And from there, let's go ahead and look at the recruiting board. We're just going to auto-generate. And obviously the team needs are going to be everything. So with that comes the fact that we need to be looking at whoever's interested in us. So it looks like we've got a couple of people. We've got this guy from Homer, Alaska, middle linebacker. That proximity bonus will be super useful. This guy's from Florence, Alabama. We're mainly just looking for anyone who can give us an upgrade. So we honestly might just take a look at all of these guys who are interested in our program. A couple of people from Colorado, strong safety guards, defensive end, wide receiver, another guard. Free safety, D-tackle. Yeah, we're just going to throw everyone on. We're going to evaluate, and we're going to hope to God that we have some good prospects here that actually want to come with us. Because at the moment, we don't have a great stepping off point here. Let's see. We can maybe take a look at these 3-star guys. Proximity to home will be super useful for them, but no promises. Again, we are like a 0-star prestige school, so we don't have anything going for us at all. Corner, tight ends, and we're full. Alright, so we've added some prospects. Let's take a look here. Team needs, we don't need any specifically since we have everyone, but if you'll look, the rating is all in the D minuses. So we obviously need some new players. So we're going to go ahead and sort by... We don't need this many quarterbacks, that's for sure, but it might not be a bad idea to take a look at all of them. This guy's a scrambler, balanced, pocket passer. My personal play style doesn't really work with pocket passing, so we're going to take a look here. Marcus Avery here from Florida is super excited about the playing time, which, again, not a big surprise at all. And he's a gem. Okay, he's going to be 73 overall. He's going to be absolutely insane. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and focus on Marcus Avery here. I don't even want to look at these other guys because this guy is just amazing. Look at that. I mean, for our program specifically, look at that. 86 throw power, 77 throw accuracy. Not obviously the best, but for an incoming freshman, he'll only get better from here. And on top of that, we have some great bonus points. So I'm super excited about him. Let's look at this 3-star running back. He's from Alaska. He's going to be pretty good, 67 overall. This guy, he's actually interested in the program. He's only going to be a 58 overall, but we'll keep them on the board for now. We definitely need to revamp our receiving core, and it looks like we've got some pretty decent ones. Matthew Pleasant here, 64 overall from Hawaii, and he's super on board with the program. 265 extra points for both Pleasant and Hoffman. So we will definitely be targeting them in all likelihood. Got some pretty decent tight ends. I'm not even going to look at Cornelius Pleasant because he's going to be the same overall as our other guys. This guy, he's from Alaska, or no, Alabama, my bad. So we might want to take a look at him. However, this guy from Fort Carson, Ulysses Brooks, he's got extra points with us, almost double. And that goes a long way. So I think we will keep an eye on both of those. Let's see, we've got 550 points remaining. Let's just keep scouting. We got some pretty decent offensive line, all things considered, compared to our current O-line. They're pretty good. McGill, we might think about getting off our board, but we'll think about that. Marcus Smith, +4 overall, not bad. His stats are pretty decent. Again, in comparison to our current players, for sure they're decent. So, and all these DNs are looking really good. We can move some around if we recruit some. Wouldn't be a bad idea at all. We got some O-line, or sorry, not O-line, outside linebackers. They are okay. Nothing crazy. Corey James. We might just pass on both of these, possibly. And we're actually out of points there. So we will finish up recruiting there. In terms of redshirting players, again, everyone's a freshman, everyone's a walk-on. We've just went ahead and recruited everyone. We can go ahead and take a look at our depth chart. There's no purpose of redshirting anyone, so I'm not going to worry about it. Here we've got Philip Davis from Covington, Georgia. He's going to be a scrambler archetype, 6'3", 198. He's just a little bit faster than our second string, and he's got just a little more awareness, and that gives him a +1 overall. Number 18, Marcus Weber, our QB2. He's from Michigan. He's gonna be a pretty reliable backup. I mean, he'll be just the same as Davis, more or less. He's also a freshman, 6'4", 209. And then we've also got Tyrone Stone. He's a scrambler as well. All of our QBs are going to be scramblers due to the fact that they just are not very good. And Tyrone Stone, he's from Florida. In terms of running backs, we've got TJ Spence. He's from Maryland, 6 foot, 221. He's going to be pretty much a power back. It says balanced, but that weight and that height, it's pretty decent for a power back. And he's pretty fast for our team, 73 overall. In terms of speed. His strength is much higher than our second string. Agility much higher. Acceleration just a little bit higher. And overall, most of the stats that matter are higher for TJ Spence. Just under him, we've got Donald Brown. He's from South Carolina. He's a certified power back, but he doesn't seem like anything special. He's a sophomore, in fact. One of the only sophomores on the team, if not the only. But he's going to be a pretty reliable backup as well. Speed is just going to be a little bit lower. Strength is just going to be a little lower. Agility is a lot lower. And so that's why we've got Spence on number 1. To back them up, we've got Kevin Phillips from Paragould, Arkansas. He's a freshman. He's a power back. And he's the same overall as Donald Brown, so we won't be worrying about him too much. If we really need to, we can get him in there, but other than that, we've got two of the same archetype as backups. So, in terms of fullbacks, we've just got Sam Benson from Canada. He's 6'2", 216. Speed's not great. Strength's okay. And other than that, we've just got to worry about him trucking, which is going to be 61, which isn't bad. Not bad. Our wide receiver core is going to be pretty bad. We've got Blake King here from Bayou Vista, Louisiana, 6'5", 222. His speed is all right. We're mainly going to be looking at Thomas Fellows with 92 speed. His strength is obviously going to be pretty low, but he's absolutely just going to blaze down the field. We'll see about putting him on post routes or just streaks, and just watch him run up the field. That being said, though, I'm assuming his stamina isn't going to be very good. No, it's not. So he'll probably run a few plays and then have to be subbed out because he's just going to be too tired. In terms of catching, King is just going to be marginally better than Fellows here. Fellows, of course, being from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania as well. Then we've got Malcolm Smith. He's from Rockwall, Texas. He's a freshman, 6'3", 220. He's going to be similar archetype to King, or WR1. So he's going to be a little bit slower, but not that by too much. And he's going to have a little more strength, and he's going to be focusing on just catching the ball, which, for the most part, that's all we got to worry about in our first season is just catching the ball. Our other wide receivers are Brandon Justice, Andrew Vaughn, and Timmy Howard. They're not really stand out at all, and maybe we'll be seeing some of Brandon Justice, but other than that, I wouldn't be too worried about them. Tight ends, due to the fact that our coach runs a air raid offense, we're going to be seeing tight ends running up the field quite a bit. So we've got Stuckey here, Chad Stuckey from Florida, 6'7", receiving tight end. He's going to be instrumental to our passing offense. The only problem is he's slow as a tortoise, 57 speed, which is going to be pretty rough. Then we've got Nate Meadows just below him. He's not much better. He's a little bit quicker, but he's more or less the same. And he's from Ohio. Then we've got Alvin Evans here. Bristol, Rhode Island. He's going to be our left tackle, 45 overall. I'm not expecting to have our O-line hold at all this season or next season, really. We're just going to have to hope to God that our QB can throw in time. So, yeah, we've got Alvin Evans here, 45 overall, Rhode Island. We don't actually have anyone at left guard, so we're going to be subbing someone in for left guard. Center, we've got two of them. We've got one, Roosevelt Keller, freshman, 6'5", 296. He's from Daytona Beach, Florida, 41 overall. Just under him, Raymond Drew, 6'4", 296 freshman from Mississippi, Batesville. They're both going to be fairly atrocious. At only 41 and 40 overall, respectively, we're not going to be seeing a lot of success in terms of pass blocking or blocking in general. Right guards, we've got three of them, so one of them is going to be subbing in for left guard. We've got Jonathan Anderson, freshman from Missouri, 45 overall. He's going to be actually a pretty quick right guard, and his strength isn't too bad. His 45 overall, though, speaks to his talents, more or less. Then we've got Eric Hayden, right guard as well, from Ohio, Circleville. He's going to be 42 overall. He's going to be a lot slower than Anderson, and he will most likely be filling in at left guard. Then we've got LaRue Smith. He's really similar to Eric Hayden. He's from Louisiana, and he's He's almost the exact same as Hayden. So if anything goes down, we'll just have him hop in. In terms of right tackle, we've got Doug O'Connor from Duncanville, Texas. He's a freshman as well, 46 overall. His strength is all right with 73. Agility pretty bad, but that's not too much of a worry for right tackles. And just under him, we've got Marcus Scruggs from New Roads, Louisiana. He's a freshman as well. For left end, now onto the defense, we've got Toby Jordan from Stowe, Ohio. He's going to be a freshman as well. He's going to be one of our standouts, according to the game. He's not great. He's 61 speed, 60 strength, break tackle, 59. Tackle 51. All of our tacklers are going to be pretty atrocious, somewhere in the 50s. So I'm going to be expecting a lot of broken tackles. Just under him, we've got James Gore from Chickasha, Oklahoma. He's a junior, in fact, and he's maybe the only junior that we've got. He's just going to be probably subbing in for Jordan once he gets tired, because again, a lot of our players are going to be tiring out quickly. On top of that, we've also got Jermaine Seymour from South Carolina, Rock Hill. He's going to be our backup third string left end. For right ends, we've got Jason Dorsey. He's from Tennessee. He's a 49 overall, 71 speed, 71 strength. He's pretty good for our team, and he's going to be a standout for our program and hopefully for our sacks. I'm hoping that he will get a sack this season. A single sack would be nice. We've got a pretty good amount of depth here at a defensive tackle. We've got at the top Andy Tucker. He's from Anchorage, Alaska. So he's a home state hero here. He's a freshman, 6'3", 322, 53 overall, by far one of the highest overalls on the team, and he's a freshman. His speed is all right. His strength is pretty high. Just under him, we've got Josh Cobbs from Bradenton, Florida. He's 48 overall, and he's not great. Probably just worse than Tucker is a great way to describe him. Then we've also got Evan Holt from Leesburg, Florida. He's a freshman, 6'5", and he's even worse than the other two. Mainly just his tackling is just going to be in the trash can, along with Harvey Wilson as well from Arlington, Texas. He's also going to be much of the same, except even worse than Holt. For left outside linebacker, we've got some pretty good depth as well. We've got Brennan White here. He's 44 overall from Williamsport, Pennsylvania. He's got pretty good speed, decent strength, and just under him, we've got James Fulton from Chandler McAfee, Georgia. He is going to be our backup more than likely for White and possibly for our right outside linebackers, because just under them is Alvin Miller, who's perhaps the lowest overall on the team at a solid 40 overall, and he's from Ohio. In terms of middle linebacker, we got Michael Fowler from North Springfield, Virginia. Since we're running a 4-3, he'll be fairly instrumental into our defense. And his speed is decent, his acceleration is good, his agility is decent, so he'll be really good for us this year. On top of that, we've got Will Williams from Stowe, Ohio. He's going to be our backup middle linebacker. He's a little bit faster, but got just a little bit less acceleration. Under them is going to be Anthony Austin. He's not going to be a standout, really. He's also 40 overall, so we're not going to even really worry about talking about him. Maurice Adkins here at right outside linebacker. He's 48 overall. He's got good speed, good strength for our team, and he'll be a standout as well for our defense from Malvern, Arkansas. For corners, we've got Brandon Irvin from Northbrook, Ohio. He's 45 overall, got good speed and good agility. Then we've got Will Burns from Keller, Texas. He's also a freshman, 43 overall, good speed as well at 81. We've got Philip Hartman from Newport Hills, Washington. He's a freshman as well, 43 overall, decent speed as well. And Abdul Simmons, overall 42, and decent speed as well at 80. The thing that brings down their overall rating, though, is going to definitely be their coverage, which is sitting in the 50s, maybe 60s, for man and zone. For our free safety, we've got Ben Dunlap from Smyrna, Georgia. He's pretty decent for our team, 48 overall, 83 speed. He's pretty quick. He's got good agility. And again, the thing that brings down his coverage, or his overall, is definitely going to be his coverage. For Rob Myrick, he's going to be from Florida, East Bradenton. He's also a freshman along with Dunlap. And he's just a worse version of Dunlap. His coverage is worse, his speed is worse. Overall, just a worse player. For strong safety, we've got Michael Rollins from Tuskegee, Alabama. He's a 47 overall, 83 speed. Pretty decent in terms of other ratings, but of course his coverage could use some improvement. Just under him is going to be Dane Scott from Altoona, Pennsylvania. They are 42 overall. Their speed is worse. Their strength is just a little bit better. Overall, their ratings are going to be worse in terms of covering. In terms of kicker, he's I think one of the highest, if not the highest overall on the team. He's going to be 59 overall from Decatur, Alabama. He's a kicker, obviously. So we don't really need to worry about the stats too much, but in terms of accuracy, it's 51, power 69, so he's got a little more power, obviously, than accuracy. And for our punter, we've got redshirt freshman Jaden Williams. He's going to be a 40 overall, and he's from Round Rock, Texas. He transferred, and that's why he's a redshirt, of course. So who knows why he transferred to our program, but regardless, he's welcome on the team. Now on to our schedule. Our home opener as well, not just season opener, is going to be against FCS Northwest, the Stampede. We're going to be trying to defend at home for the first time, and it probably will go a lot worse than I'm thinking it will. Then we will go to number 1 Alabama to try and face off and see if we can score a single point against them. After that, we've got 2 straight bye weeks, followed by another home game with the FCS West Lynx. After that, we start our season opener for the Mountain West against San Jose, coming here to Alaska. After that, we head to Nevada, then San Diego State heads to us. We go to Colorado State. And then after that, we have a meeting with the FCS East Mountain Cats. This will be a pivotal week right here, week 10, for our visits, because this is probably the only game that I'm thinking we might have a chance to get some wins for our recruitment, which would be huge. It would be huge, downright. After that, we've got Air Force against us at home. Then we go to Hawaii, go to New Mexico, and UNLV comes to meet us. So after that, we've got a conference championship week, which suffice to say, I'm not even going to think about that right now. We do not have a chance in conference championship yet. And that will be the start of the season for Alaska Nanooks 2014. Hope to see you guys next week for when we face off against FCS Northwest, the Stampede, in our first ever game for the Nanooks. Hope to see you guys then.